It's an exciting and kind of sad day here because we do have our first couple coming to look at our camper today. Before they get here this afternoon, we do have a lot to do on the camper because we're still like half packed up inside, and there's a few things that we need to change to kind of get it back to its original condition, including like rewiring the batteries that were original on the camper instead of our Goal Zero, and just getting all of our stuff out of it. So that's what we're gonna be doing this morning, and then when they get here this afternoon, they may love it, they may not. We'll see.
The anticipation's killing me. While Connor's doing the wiring, I'm going to be basically pulling everything out of the camper, going through it, and if there are things we haven't used in the last year or two, we're gonna get rid of them. Let's get to it.
Where are all my tools?
I don't even know really where to begin, so I think my process is just gonna be front to back, honestly. There's some things that we have left in our cabinets. Not too much, honestly. We've kind of taken things out to clean the camper, so this process shouldn't be too much work, but I don't know. Sometimes it's always more than you think. You can fit a lot of things in small spaces. Down here in these cubbies probably have the most stuff, so it's gonna be nice. It's kind of like spring cleaning. You can go through, get rid of things you haven't been using, make room for other things, or just have less. And that's kind of our motto. A little more goes a long way. Next is the bathroom. Not too much stuff. We just left our towels and shower things, so this should be pretty easy. The one thing I'm noticing though that we have everywhere is dryer sheets, and that's one thing that we learned very early on when we first had this camper. We had a mouse problem up in the UP when we were camping last summer, so if you're ever thinking, oh, I can't get these mice away, we've got dryer sheets everywhere and we've never had an issue again. So thank you to everyone who gave us that suggestion. It has worked so well, and for our next camper, if this one does sell, we're doing that again because the mice were a problem, and honestly super annoying. This has been with us since the beginning. I think we had this in our Lance hardside truck camper. It's a shoe holder, but it works really well for toiletries. Well, I believe basically everything is out of the camper except for our mattress. Like we said in the last video, we aren't selling our mattress with this camper because we got it from RV Mattress and we honestly just love it and we don't want to part with it. We're going to see how difficult or how easy it is to get this mattress out.
This isn't the first time we've tried to remove a mattress from an awkward spot. We did it in the truck camper, and somebody online said to try to use like ratchet straps to fold the mattress together to get it out of the way. We're gonna try that again. This one's gonna be a lot more fun. This is an RV queen area, and we shoved a queen mattress in it because we figured long term we want an actual queen instead of a short queen. So this is the time that's gonna be interesting.
Fingers crossed it works. And we can get it out this little door.
I just walked in and somebody got to work.
Phone. I was just standing here, so I thought I'd do some help. It's working pretty good. It's really hard, but I just need you to pull so I can push. Please. Okay. Yay.
Alright. Oh yeah. I'm pretty impressed with her, not gonna lie.
Yay! I thought about videoing me doing it, but I thought I wasn't gonna be successful. Women, you can do it. Success. Maybe the hardest thing we did today. Well, the wiring might have been number one, but hardest thing I did today.
I got the 12-volt battery up front rewired. Now I need to go in and reconnect the 120 volt to 12 volt converter. That way whenever you plug in the shore power, it charges your battery as well and basically just runs all of your 12 volt appliances off the shore power plug.
Yep. You have a good little assistant.
Yep, somebody to hand my zip ties to.
Last step, I already have the 12 volt converter connected and that's working once it's plugged into shore power. Just making sure now that the truck, whenever you plug it in, it's still charging the battery. That way the battery charges while you're driving to camp. And yeah, showing 13 volts. Good there.
We just had some lunch and then we deep cleaned the camper and cleaned the bed area because obviously that hasn't been touched for a while. And they are about to be here. I am very excited, a little nervous just to see what they think about it. Hopefully they like it. I mean, you don't want anyone to buy a camper they don't love. I understand not everyone's needs are the same. But he has been messaging Connor for months now, since the second we've ever mentioned this. So I would say that's a pretty good sign that they're very interested. They might be pulling in right now, so fingers crossed.
Here they come.
Well, they just left, and I think they actually may want that.
Yeah, it sounded like a good tour. They had lots of nice questions about it. It seems like it could be a good camper for them. So they're going to take a couple days to think about it, and we may have sold the camper. We told them we'd deliver it down to their place,
crazy.
so we'll see.
We'll see. That'll probably be the fastest camper we've ever sold. What, if that happens, like a week?
Technically, he's been messaging about this camper for like 2 months now.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it's only been posted for 4 days, but we've been talking for a while.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're going to let them have their time to think about it. We're going to head back to our place, but may have just sold the camper.
We'll tell you guys in a few days what happens. Right?
It has been about a week since we picked up the camera, and we do have some exciting but kind of nerve-wracking news. We did sell our camper to Chris and Connie that came over to look at it last week. We actually ended up delivering it down to Detroit for them because that was part of our offer, and they took us up on it. But now we are camperless for the first time since we've started the camping journey. It's kind of a weird feeling, and it's not stressful yet, but it will be at some point if we can't find the exact camper that we want. So lots to come in that area, but for now we have lots to do at our cabin here. So the new plan for our next camper is to start our search pretty seriously in September. We're actually leaving our cabin for 3 weeks coming here very soon, only like 4 days real time for us, which is about real time for you guys as well. And we're going to be gone for a while, so we need to get some things cleaned up here and just kind of tidied. That way whenever we get back, we're not coming back to a jungle and an unclean cabin. But this is going to be very new for the channel and something that we're really excited to share with you guys and to kind of start branching into. So hopefully it all films well and you guys are excited for a little bit of a change. But today I think we're just going to take you along, kind of help get this place cleaned up, got to mow the yard. But it's just going to be a realistic day living in the woods and sharing it all with you guys. We don't really have like an official yard back here. It's really just kind of weeds that we keep a little bit shorter, which is nice because we don't have to mow it all that often. If we did want to grow like actual grass, we would have to drill a new well because our well is not strong enough to run an irrigation system. And we are trying very hard not to have to drill a new well. So just weeds for now, and it makes it nice because we don't have to mow it once every like 3 weeks. But we want to do it now, that way it's not a zoo whenever we get back. Thankfully, mowing nice and quick. But one thing that we've been talking about trying to do is maybe tame this fern area up a little bit, especially as it gets closer to the house. So try to like push it back a few feet. So I'm gonna grab the weed eater. I know there's like a little semi-done flower bed in here, studded around with rocks. So if we can undo that, there's also a stump in there, but maybe we can kind of get this cut back a little bit. I don't know, it's really thick. I mean, chest high, so there's like 4 feet high worth of super thick weeds. It may not be as easy as I'm thinking it's gonna. I'm gonna try using a weed eater with a brush cutter attachment on it. I'm not very confident in how this is about to go. So it worked fine. Issue now is trying to get it all cleaned up and maintained. I don't know, we'll see.
It's been quite a while since you guys have probably been in our house, and since Connor is outside mowing and getting kind of outside chores done, I figured I'd do some of the ones inside. Things we really have to do to get ready is clean, first of all, but also we really have to do laundry, so that is where I'm going to start. And then we'll do some cleaning, and also it is Connor's birthday. Please drop some love for him in the comments below. I know he'll love it, and I plan on making him a carrot cake for his birthday. Usually I make a key lime pie because that's his favorite, but we're switching it up this year and trying something new. Hopefully it turns out well. If not, I'll probably pivot and make a key lime pie later, but that's kind of the plan today. Just a lot of things to get done and get ready. And it feels weird not to have a camper, but also really nice that it's been sold. So we kind of have that off our chest while we go on this trip. And now we can just focus on what we need to get done right now. I figured while I do the laundry, I tell you guys a little bit about what this trip actually is. So we are actually going on a cruise, which is so exciting. And for the cruise, we are actually flying to Reykjavik, and then we have some stops in Iceland, and then we're going to Amsterdam, Lerwick, and Portsmouth, UK, which I think this is going to be amazing. It's Connor and I's first time to Iceland and most of these spots together, so this is gonna be fun, guys. We don't have too much planned because it's kind of a cruise, so a lot of it's done for us, but we have one excursion planned that is whale watching in Iceland. Hopefully we get to see some good stuff. We plan on taking you guys along, so it's going to be a different type of travel, but we're so excited to show you kind of what it's like. Who knows what it's going to be like? There's probably going to be some ups and downs. Hopefully more ups than downs. If you guys do have any recommendations for any of the spots I listed, please drop them below. We haven't planned much, like I said, and honestly, the best way to travel is through recommendations or things that you all maybe have done while you've been there. So, drop them below. Thanks! Now that laundry is about halfway through, I'm thinking we need to start cleaning. Maybe let's start in our room. It has been a little bit of a disaster since we've been traveling quite a bit, so let's get this whole space cleaned up a little bit more. Okay, honestly, this looks so much better. Bedroom number 1 finished. I'm honestly not going to even touch this guest room. I'll show you why. This is kind of where we just put everything. It is a mess. And this is going to be most likely our packing room. So it is going to just still stay a mess. I'll vacuum and clean it. But like everything out here, it will be staying because it's going to be a little bit of organized chaos for a few days before we end up going on our trip. We are taking a quick break from cleaning, and while the laundry is drying, we are going to, oh no, we are going to the property that we help manage and check out the orchard. We haven't been there for a little while to check out the fruit. Hopefully the peaches are getting pretty close to being complete and ripe. I don't know. Everything this year seems to be delayed 2 weeks because of the ice storm that was here. I guess we'll find out shortly.
Made it over to the shop. Definitely empty in here without the camper. Don't worry, obviously it's gonna have another camper in it at some point in time, just not sure when that will actually be. We're gonna go check out the orchard now, see what the trees are looking like, maybe do a little bit of pruning just in case some of the limbs have snapped just due to the ice storm and everything. And maybe there will be some fruit growing.
Honestly, never mind coming to this property because A, it's usually very peaceful to be here, but right now there are so many gorgeous wildflowers that pop up here. Every week, I swear they change, and it's so fun coming. I got my little clippers so I can get a little bouquet made for Connor's birthday. But, I mean, look how stunning this is. I love it. So much purple.
First look at the peaches over here. They're definitely still pretty small. These little guys. Honestly, probably another 2 weeks on these. To pull the ones that have all the little bugs in them. That way the tree doesn't waste its nutrients going to peaches that aren't going to be edible. So we're going to go around and clean these up a little bit.
This tree might be the best one this year. It's buzzing.
This tree here was the best peach producer last year, but it also got hit the hardest with the ice storm, and it's only got a few. I think they grow in cycles, kind of similar to apples, but these are looking pretty good. I just think, unfortunately, bugs got to most of these.
Not too bad. We came today because Connor saw last year on the same day we picked the peaches, and there weren't many left for us because whatever animal found them first got to them before we did. So we got, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so ourselves, which were delicious. So we didn't want that to happen again this year, but it seems they were a little early. I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks early. So we may not be here while they get picked, but maybe there's some left for us when we come back. I know the apples will be in the pears, but maybe no peaches. They're so pretty.
Well, as expected, there's no fruit that is ready for us to pick, but it was good to come over here and put some eyes on the place. I did turn on the irrigation system and realized that one of the lines had popped apart. So got that fixed now, and that way it'll send water to the rest of these trees. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, there'll be some good fruit for us.
We are back from the property, and I just put Connor's birthday bouquet together. I think it turned out so pretty. Happy birthday! They're just a bunch of wildflowers I put together. I thought it looked really good. But since I'm doing that, well, since I'm finished with that, I'm going to start making his carrot cake. I've never made this before. Fingers crossed it works out. I have to grate about 3 or 4 cups of carrots, so I'm gonna get that going now and then start mixing everything together. Okay, well, the carrot cake is basically finished. It shows it's supposed to bake for about 40 minutes. This is the first time I've ever made this cake. So if it turns out well, I will link the recipe, but if not, you'll never hear about it again. I didn't even think about if they fit. They do. I also didn't want to stop at making a cake for the first time. I wanted to also make homemade icing. But it actually turned out really well. It did say you should have an electric mixer. We don't have that. So I am hiring help behind the camera. Get some elbow grease in there for me. But I did pretty good. It just needs a little more. Work for that cake.
Anything for the cake.
I will say the flavor of the cake was pretty good. I had a tough time layering it. It kind of fell apart a little bit, so I am sparing you the making of the cake. But she looks pretty good. Let's wish Connor a happy birthday. No, you don't like your own candle. Oh. Unless you want to, go for it. You want to light your own?
A whole birthday cake.
Happy birthday to you. Yay! What'd you wish for?
Can't tell you that. Thanks for the cake. We will see you guys in the next video when we're overseas in Iceland.
Can't wait to take on Europe with you guys. See you next week. Bye.